Okay, got it. Yeah.
And then we try to have different events. So sometimes we only play slots, only table games.
Yeah.
Sometimes we go to land-based casino.
For sure, yeah.
Sometimes
Doyle still has the need for speed, making it 4,500
we don't like.
with 8-6 of clubs.
What's the largest?
Doyle live streams every night, incidentally, also.
So we go
Once at 3 a.m. and once at 5:30 a.m.
1,000 euros.
Don't put any trays out there, buddy.
USD.
Dwan
that
calls
was
at
on,
3,300.
Wheel game.
No trays, but 3 jacks for Dwan. And to complicate things, Doyle's got an 8.
Yeah.
And he bets 3,000.
Wheel of Fortune, but it's a live game. And with a 35 euro bet on, and it hit for 5,000 times the money. I think in total that round, people that were playing won 20 million almost.
Just calls.
Wow.
So it's fun with those games because everyone plays together.
Queen on the
The
turn.
viewers can stay behind us.
Dwan checks, continues, trapping.
They basically
How can
go
they
into
wager?
the same game on their casino and just place a bet on what they want to bet.
Okay.
So
it's
there's
not-
very few sections you can bet on. There's
It's not like
Doyle
it's
bet
like
6,000?
what you're doing.
I'm surprised he bet that
No.
queen is a dangerous card.
a lot of people want.
Could have made it straight.
I don't know.
Drawn could have had a straight draw with a queen, mate queens.
That's very responsible.
Really surprised Doyle bet.
Yeah, but they can bet behind or play the same games that we do when we play those game shows,
Dwan calls.
and they're very fun, very tilted.
And a full house for Dwan.
It's basically like a
It's
match.
kind of the ignorant end of a full house. If Doyle had a queen, he'd have the best hand. But Doyle has nothing. He has no choice but to bet.
20,000.
He bets 20,000.
Dwan is going to sigh and call.
You were right.
I better leave you alone.
Dwan's going to definitely do something here.
You raise 15.
He's saying, go back to whatever state you came from, whether it's Kansas or Christian's not going anywhere.
See your chips, Tom. Thank you.
And since there's 2 players in the pot, yep, Garrett's going to call too. And all 3 players have your favorite bluffing hand.
Ace high for everyone. And a 6 for Adelstein.
Check.
Which gives him the best hand at the moment. Little continuation here.
Dwan bets 25,000.
Krish is gone, and we could have another hand shaping up like the Daniel Garrett hand. Well, now a flush is possible, so that might stop the action.
Check.
Another club.
Check.
When now Garrett is serving it up to Tom. And then Tom is going to take advantage.
Here we go. He bets 60,000.
60.
Just the kind of bet he would make if he had queen or jack of clubs. It's really hard to call with a pair of 6s here. He was in a much better spot in the Daniel hand, even though it was a lot more money, but this is a really hard call.
Probably can't put any more money in this hand, yeah. Seems very unlikely.
I got a feeling Garrett would have called if that was the 10 of hearts. I think Garrett would have called.
It's like we talked about, Krish, losing hands is boring. It makes me yawn. Nah. That's fine.
Just shows you how big a seller your book is going to be when
See?
it comes out.
Ace, you bluff with an ace. You always win.
Bluff with an ace, you always win.
I would have played that nines the same as you, but I would pay it off.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you were right, but I think you got to pay it off.
Big slick for Daniel. He's going to 3-bet to 16,000.
Dwan's going to call.
Johnny Volcano, what do you got?
He's thinking about it.
Hit this against the door, made those damn spots.
What did Doyle say?
I skin it, paper thin.
Doyle, put your teeth in. Put this against the door. I did those damn squats.
You have no cranberries, right? Like
No,
10?
I'm playing about 110 or so.
King for Dwan. King for Negreanu.
6 for Johnny Volcano.
There you go.
And a backdoor flush draw.
Interesting flop. Daniel checks.
Dwan probably thinks he has the best hand. He has a backdoor spade flush. So he's, I would think, would bet.
And he bets 22,000.
22,000.
I got a feeling Jonathan is going to wind up winning this hand. I mean, he can't win, but if he would have stayed in,
Really?
I see a 6 or a 3 coming.
Oh, wow. Let's see. Daniel calls.
Like I said, it looks like Jonathan made a good laydown. But a 6 or 3 could come on the river. Tom's got to believe he still has the best hand.
And Dwan bets 36 grand.
36,000.
Daniel just calls. I think he's trapping. He only has 50,000 left. So he thinks he has the best hand. He's trying to get that 50 more.
Oh, 2 pair for Dwan.
A DO. You know what a DO is?
No.
Draw out. The card that he needed. 2 bad hands for Daniel Negreanu. Back to back.
Dwan bets 55,000.
95,000.
I think I could ever fold this hand. A million years. What do you got? You got king, queen. Nah, whatever.
Yeah,
Jeez.
he does.
Did I river you?
You did.
And you said you don't think you can fold?
No, like I said, I don't think I could fold. But I was like, maybe he has king, queen. Okay. Have king, queen.
And he's going to 3-bet to 15,000.
Little bulldog.
50.
You got 3 cranberries? Not chips.
And Tom calls.
It's going to cost Jason 12,000 to try and catch a 3.
I don't know. I think you know. You got it.
And he says, no, thank you.
No ace or queen.
Oh, I guess I see it's the one in the middle.
Tom checks. There's one overcard out there, and Daniel checks. I think if Tom checks this time, Daniel's got a bet.
And the checks.
Daniel says no. Let's see the river,
Okay, you sure about that?
which makes you lose a hand, Daniel. I really don't know why he checked twice. He saw something that wasn't there in Tom's actions. And now he's going to see something else that is there.
Here comes Tom. Tom bets 42,000.
Over a pot-sized bet. He's trying to make Daniel think that he's bluffing. Or he might be hoping Daniel has a worse queen. A, B, C, D, F, H, I, J. Daniel went from thinking Tom had a big hand to now thinking
12.
Dwan's trying to bluff him.
Ace, queen. What'd you bet, 42?
42.
Seems a little greedy with ace, queen. So let's decrease the possibility you have that a little bit. Pocket nines. A simple jack. Pocket nines, a simple jack.
A simple jack, isn't that a line from Tropic Thunder?
I think you're right.
Nines, a simple jack.
Pocket nines is a possibility.
Yes,
And ace queen, his first thought.
exactly.
Well, yeah, I think I have to call this one.
Bad news.
That's good. Ace, queen.
And he three bets to 14,000.
In the small blind, which doesn't disguise his hand too well.
I'm very unbalanced. Every time I raise, I just fold when people three bet. I'm just right amok.
Patrick folded king
I'm
10.
very unbalanced. I will call every time.
And unbalanced Stanley
What was it?
gives Tom a loose call.
They can't get any more players, Paul?
And Doyle complains that there's only 7 players.
I'm trying to think.
Another
maybe I know
deuce
somebody who'll
for
come
Tang.
close.
Well, it doesn't help much,
True.
but it
Okay,
might
it's
get a call on the flop when Tom bets.
Could got even.
Dwan bets
You have,
22
Giuseppe's
grand.
number? Do you know if he's still in town?
22,000.
Is Giuseppe still in town?
I don't think he is. I think he left with Bruno.
Yeah.
It's only like 2 more hours anyway.
Fair, yeah.
Third diamond.
Something happened there, didn't it?
Stanley looks like he's tempted.
Yeah. He is. Grabbing those chips. What's he got?
He's got a lot.
Yeah. Gonna. Whoop.
Balk.
Yeah, that was a balk. A lot of movement. He bets 40,000.
40,000.
Does he really have a flush? Stanley's hoping Tom has ace high, ace king, ace queen. Tom doesn't have a diamond. Queen of hearts, queen of clubs. Phil Ivey's interested in this hand.
I don't know, you're on the 15th, I think.
Yeah, I'll play it, sure.
And Dwan makes the call.
Yeah.
And
Day
7
two.
pairs the
I'll let you
board.
have a huge stack.
Which doesn't change anything.
Man, Marcus becomes.
Still have two levels on day 2.
Which means that Tom's going to check
Marcus becomes.
and will. Stanley,
Playing again.
fire again.
With Marcus? I've been playing with him all summer. All in.
Oh, all in.
I would consider that a fire.
Yes, 116,000.
I got to get on it.
And atypical for how Stanley has played so far.
Yes.
Dwan asked for a count.
85.
You got 50.
Oh, more.
That's more.
75. 105.
110, 11, 116.5.
Don't think Tom can call. I don't think he will call.
Jump in here. Somebody that I like.
Got it. Just really feels like you got it.
Yeah, Stanley is telling a good story.
Yeah. Oh,
They're good.
Doyle, tribute.